On today's episode of WatchJRGo, we're back with one of the dubious cars, and today we're going to try to figure out what's wrong with it. Why does it have so many problems? Why was it $800 with a free car included?
The other one was $800, this one was included.
Yeah, oh, okay, the Focus was...
Sorry, Fender, I'm going to go downstairs.
What is going on, guys? I am WatchJRGo, and today, like I said, we are back with my Infiniti I35 that has a few problems. And of course, some of you noticed in the comments, of course, on the last video, that the brake lights are stuck on. They're currently not, but you want to hook the battery up? We got this as part of a deal because, I'm assuming they're just going to come right on. Hey, look at those brake lights. No one's in the car. We got this deal because they said a wheel was locked up. But when we were dragging the rear wheel, I mean, it was dragging it. I was impressed the car could even do it, leaving these big drag marks across the dirt and concrete and everything. And then I went forward and back quite a few times, and as I was lining it up for the trailer, it just unstuck and we drove on. You unhooked it?
Yeah.
Cool, cool. Also, it had a bad battery because the brake lights have been on forever and it drained it. And when they sit at 0 volts, they don't usually turn out very well. But I think we have a fix for that. It needs hood struts, obviously. It wouldn't be on this channel if it had working hood struts, right? And we gotta figure out what's going on with this rear caliper on the passenger side. So we pulled the thing in, we got it on the lift, and we're gonna take some stuff apart and try to fix quite a few problems really quickly so we can get this back on the road, mostly because it's out of gas too. We want to drive it to the gas station and we want to be able to start it when we get in here. And right now, every time we get out, we have to unhook the battery. So it's a little bit of a problem. Let's solve some problems. Pretty stuck. I'm gonna try this one. Oh, that's better. All right, now
That's not how it's supposed to be.
and then here's the. Honestly, it's fun.
I think it was rusted.
It was rusted in place.
That's probably half of it.
That's probably half of it. It's got great tires. These are dated 18, and they're not even close to the wear bars.
They're good. Mastercrafts.
Mastercrafts.
They're not bad tires.
Man, right out of the boat factory. All right, let's pull this wheel off and see what we're dealing with.
Does that mean we're supposed to drive?
Also, I did look at the brake fluid, my pre-troubleshooting here. The brake fluid is some of the blackest brake fluid I've ever seen. And you guys know we've run into this before where there's so much water because obviously .3 absorbs water, .4 absorbs water. There was so much water in there that it's turned black. So, of course it's got a wheel lock in there.
Don't you have a set of all of them?
I should have the one you need.
Okay.
And that can cause contamination from the moisture to get transferred all the way back to the brakes and cause these calipers to seize up. So really, a brake fluid change could go a long way. I bet there's a ton of trash that comes out of these calipers and lines if we just pull the fluid out. So let's start with this brake light problem. I have heard that the brake light switch is not usually the problem on these Infinitis. I was gonna start with the brake light switch, but honestly, I think I ran into this problem years ago as well. So let's jump in under the dash and see if we can do a little troubleshooting here. I have tapped the brakes like 100 times to see if the switch was stuck. I don't think it's stuck. Let's jump in here. Trunk, I gotcha. Trunk has been popped, and we'll move the seat all the way back so hopefully we can get a little bit of room going on, and let's climb in. Here's our brake pedal. Let's climb in here and see if we could see. I actually tried to look up in here before and couldn't see anything. Oh, yep, look at that. I don't know if you guys can see this, and I'm sorry that I'm extremely loud, but I'm gonna zoom in and try to show you guys exactly what is going on. But right there, if you can see my finger, there's the brake light switch, and it is pushing on nothing. You know what? Look what's all over the floor. A bunch of black plastic, a whole lot of it. That is the stopper that's supposed to push on the brake light switch. So if I just replace that, I think we've fixed our brake problem, and the battery won't be dead anymore.
I think it's out of blinker fluid.
Oh, well, can we get that in bulk, or does O'Reilly's have it?
You know, I'm not. How long do bags have to sit in one place to decompose?
About 1 year, and they turn into nothing.
That is.
Yeah.
It's kind of epic.
But we do need to clean that up.
Yeah, I'm
It keeps,
very carefully just take this over.
We should keep that brush. Somebody in Kansas needs it.
A brush?
Yeah. Well, hopefully this is our brake light fix right here. This costs 1/10 of 1 cent because we got these from Temu. So We're gonna go ahead and throw this in here and see if it fixes all of our problems. So to install this, I'm just gonna push on the brake pedal, give myself a little gap, and shove this Christmas tree in. All right, guys, 2 cents later, we have 2 Christmas trees in there, and the brake lights are working as designed. The other one is the cruise control interlock, usually. So we can climb out of here. All we needed was needle nose and a light, and that job is finished.
Still getting a lot. I mean, yeah.
All right, Eric, I'm gonna jump in there. We're gonna manually bleed this for like 1 to 2 rounds, but I think we have all new fluid coming out now.
Yeah, it started looking pretty good.
And the fluid, Eric extracted the fluid out of the front, and it was black. And if you guys can see, this is a white container, and it is black. And I do want to do a couple tests just to make sure it locks the brake up.
Yep.
Because I really think, it seemed like we were getting air for a second too, which could have been a real problem. Dirty, wet fluid, fireworks going off.
They're all celebrating getting out from under that tent.
No, that's terrible. All right, let's bleed these brakes. I'm giving you this.
Did you open it back up?
No, it should be closed right now, and I'll give you full pressure and then cracker. Oh, I'm feeling good. Okay, go. Close.
Closed. No, I don't see any air.
I got pressure.
Yeah, go one more time. We'll follow it.
Holding. Close.
Okay, it's closed.
Does it feel like it's releasing properly?
Yeah.
I know you guys already guessed from the beginning, but we are throwing the racing brake fluid in this RBF 660 for no reason at all. This thing's probably a .3 car because it doesn't have a lot of high performance braking engineering in it probably. We got that 3.5 liter V6, you know that thing screams, so we might as well put the good stuff in here. You ready?
Yep.
All right, I'm going in.
And I'm gonna go hard.
And I'm gonna go hard.
I mean, really, if it sat for a long time, it could have just
Holding.
rusted, you know?
Yep.
Okay.
My pedal actually felt a little soft right there. I don't like it so much anymore. Go. Down.
Close.
One more.
Ready?
Yep, go.
Open.
Down.
Close.
There we go. No sponge.
Okay. Yeah, I see a few little impurities in the line.
You want to do it again then?
Let's go one more.
All right, I'm coming down, but take a look at the, this is the cap from the brake fluid. There is clearly some kind of condensation that turned into like some salt left behind there or something like that. So I'm sure we helped this thing out a ton by just putting fresh fluid in it. That's probably what was causing the calipers to stick. So let's go drive it and make sure it doesn't lock up. We'll put a ton of miles on it, I guess. Guys, we've never been to this car wash before here. The car is super angry that we're trying to go all slow. But we went to this touch car wash because this thing's absolutely covered in dirt, and also there's not really any paint left on it. So we figured, why not try this out and see how much this spinning foam thing cleans the car up. It's probably gonna work really well, honestly. So here we go. Oh yeah.
Stop using the windshield wiper.
I'm just gonna keep scratching the windshield. We're gonna need to open this just to see how much it leaks.
I hope it comes out of the dash on her feet.
I hope it doesn't.
Well, do you remember the Mighty Max?
Oh yeah, the Mighty. Yes, it was just fogging down on me. I was getting soaked in that thing.
But we fixed it easy enough.
So far, this thing's not leaking. Probably because it hasn't started the pressure.
It's kind of impressive, really.
Yeah. Oh, look at that, the lights are coming on. This thing's, it just needed a little help. It needed used.
Yeah, it all needs used badly.
Yep. It's so mad it wants gas. This year plus old gas is not helping the situation here. Oh yeah, clean up this wannabe Maxima.
Soft touch.
Soft, it's touching it so softly. I just wanted to clean the windshield and we're good. Ah, that's better.
This is way better than the wash on the other side.
We just hit the pressure and it didn't leak. This thing's awesome. It's a way better car than I thought. We just need to go get some gas and this thing's ready to rock. Well, we got the whole city celebrating our demise right now. We went for a drive and I was like, well, the misfires are cleaning up. So I wanted to just restart it, clear everything out. I turned it off and turned the key and well, I guess I can just demo it for you guys right now. The battery's completely dead. We got enough to run the lights for a minute, I guess, but I shouldn't have put the old battery back in it. I thought it was doing great after I charged it for 2 days and the battery charger said you're good to go. I was very wrong. So next time I won't make that mistake. Eric went to get the truck. He's walking down the street and grabbing the other battery or the NOCO so we can get home. One of the two. Well, other than stranding us in the middle of the night, the Infiniti is looking and performing quite a bit better. I still want to run some regain through the fuel system. I think that'll make sure there are no more misfires. It was really, I was pumped. It was starting to run so well, and then the battery died. And then of course, as soon as I put the jump pack on it, I got all my throttle response back. So it's probably drive-by-wire? It's drive-by-wire. And I think the voltage went low and the ECU was like, I can't control this engine anymore. So the battery's been on the charger. Hopefully it's ready to rock again. We have to do one more little bit of troubleshooting to see if it's charging when the engine's running. That is probably the last thing we really need to fix because also the brakes were doing amazing too. I didn't feel a single issue. The brake pedal didn't feel mushy anymore. And obviously we pulled tons of trash out of the braking system and got all that fluid replaced with nice fresh fluid. So no more brake lights stuck on so the battery's not dying, no more brake issues, and now, well, the third one, we gotta fix that. Does it charge or does it not? If it is the alternator, I'm not super excited because it's right there, right on the frame rail, so I'm sure that's not exactly easy to get out of there, but it's also probably not the end of the world, so if we have to fix that, we fix it. It could just be a bad battery too. This battery is from like 2017, 2018. So if it's a bad battery, I'll be way happier because batteries are a couple of minutes and an alternator, that's at least an hour, 2 hours of work. And we're trying not to put too much money in this car. I just want it to be a nice, reliable runner again. So let's do some troubleshooting. All right, we got our voltmeter set up there. The battery just came off the charger, so it's dropping down really quickly. 12.87, I'm sure we'll see 12.86, but basically it's dropping back down to its nominal state. And let's see what happens when we fire this thing up. It looks like we're still holding on to 12.76. This thing doesn't even beep at you. What a great car. 14. It's charging. How did the battery die? What happened yesterday to make the battery die? I don't get it. 14.5 right now. That alternator is cranking. The fans just came on because the AC's on. 14.5. Little throttle here. 14.53. The alternator works. What's going on with this car, guys? Is it literally a bad battery, like a dead cell that caused this thing to just completely quit on me? I don't know. I just know that it didn't want to restart yesterday. There's only one thing to do when this happens, and that is grab the jump pack and head to O'Reilly's to pick up some fuel system cleaner and then go wash this thing up because it's filthy. Completely filthy from sitting. But I think we just need to put some miles on it and get it back to where it runs and runs well. All right, guys, we've made it to our daily O'Reilly's trip. What's going on, dog?
How you doing?
Pretty good. So we can grab fuel treatment and who knows what else. Thanks, dog. Perfect timing.
No problem. We'll see you later.
See ya. All right, we're set up. You guys, I'm kind of in love with this stuff. I'm pretty sure it's secretly 44K. Look at all the dirt in here. This thing has just been sitting for so long. It's unbelievable. Ooh. Little evap issue too. You guys hear that gurgle? I'm guessing it was a dirt road car and lived a terrible life. We'll throw this in here and hopefully it'll run better. With that done, let's get over to the car wash and start trying to clean some of the mud off this car. Maybe it'll look better once all this trash is off the back window and the fuel door's all cleaned out. I went and vacuumed the car out real quick. It's not cleaning up too well because there's a lot of stains in the carpets, but for the most part, the loose dirt is out of there. And we're back at O'Reilly's again because I had to buy all the wiper blades. I forgot that this blade had literally nothing on it. And of course, hood struts as well, so we can fix those. That'll get something important knocked out, and then I can wash the engine bay. So let's start doing some work here. 26 on the driver's side, 17 on the passenger side. Kind of interesting that they're that disparate, but let's get them swapped out and keep right on going. Every car is instantly better with a new set of wipers on it. Time to go throw all this in the trash, throw these hood struts on, and get out of here. All right, we made it back to the house. Hood struts, wipers, regain, and it seems like the engine's running a little better, but it's still, sometimes when you get on it, it's got a little bit of a misfire that the engine can't carry right along. So we might do a little bit more troubleshooting in the future, but at least now it gets you around reliably. Maybe it's just plugs, maybe it's a coil, but whatever's left on this thing doesn't seem like it's gonna be a big deal. Also, I washed it again, and I washed the engine bay like none other to try to get any oil out of there because it was just looking pretty gross in general. I did forget the engine covers in the trunk, and we were gonna clean that up. So that's on my to-do list. So we've got the i35 on the road at least, not flawless, but really, really close to flawless for well, about $70 for wipers, hood struts, and regain, and then $0 to fix our brake light problem, and $15 for a bottle of Motul. A little under $100 to go from a very rough car that's been sitting for a long time to a car that somebody could drive to work. It's only gonna get better from here. That is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to head on over to shop.watchjrgo.com for cool shirts just like this. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you wanna do, and I will talk to you next time. Also, today's the 3rd, tomorrow's the 4th. You guys will probably be watching this the day after. I don't know, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. Not sure which day I'm gonna drop the Infiniti video on you guys, and working on my house might be a little more freedom-based, but either way, I hope you guys have a happy 4th of July, or had a happy 4th of July. Bonus! The remote works. Oh yeah, panics and everything. Trunk? Oh, all functions validated. That's sick. Love that.
Well, while you're talking, you should be right there. I'll just act like I'm going downstairs.
Picture, you gotta take the escalator.
My knees will just I'll just buckle and fall on the floor. I can't do what you do. My knees are shot.
Oh man.